Our second story out front is witnessing the massacre, because earlier, AFP reporter Nicole Sebecki came out front. I talked to her. She actually was outside the mall, lives in the neighborhood. I mean, this was a Saturday, so even if you were a journalist, a lot of people were just there, in their personal lives. She heard the attack and then ran inside the mall as the attack was happening. And I asked her how she first managed to get in.
From outside Westgate, I first assessed the situation, talked to some other journalists, talked to some of the medical professionals who were there running the ambulances, and managed to figure out that there would probably be a way in through the third floor. I ran along the sort of escarpment and followed some security forces to where they were beginning to sweep the mall on the third floor.
And Nicole, what was it like then? I mean, because we're, now hearing, well, they may have full control over the mall, but obviously, it was days where there were still people who were hidden or who were held hostage. I mean, what was the scale of the mall as you saw it?
Well, from my vantage point, when I first arrived, you could see on the second and first floor there were bodies of victims still lying there. It was unclear exactly how many victims there were and how many people were still in the mall. It seemed like as we swept through different shops and beauty parlors and the casino, the cinema, everywhere you looked, there were people hiding from the attackers in air vents, people, stuck in cinemas with action movie posters surrounding them. It was a very surreal experience going through this mall that is not far from where I live, that I've gone to just to pick up my groceries or meet a friend, suddenly transformed into this scene of terror.
And Nicole, we just saw some of the video, we're looking at it now, of the woman who climbed out through the air vent, and there were people there trying to rescue her. It sort of conveys somehow the people going about their regular lives, and then this horrific act happening. Did you see people who were wounded or killed?
Yes, from the third floor looking down, and eventually later on during my time in the mall, I was able to get down to the second and the ground floor. And there were bodies in cafes, people who had been having lunch with friends